Hello my dear students, I welcome you all to our channel Best Notes Tutorials. You must be very much aware that recently CBSE has given entire routine for session 2023. So now our task is to prepare all the students to get above 90%. They must be worried about the syllabus, that what are the topics which are deleted and what are the topics which are going to be in the examination. So you don't have to worry at all, because in this video I have made entire syllabus of English, number 1. Number 2, what are the strategies that you need to prepare for getting above 90%, and what are the other tips that you require for excelling in all the subjects. Dear students, the page which is in front of you shows entire topic which is going to come in the examination. So first of all, I have included poets and the pancakes, because this is the topic which includes variety of things into it, and we need to have clear picture about everything. Okay, it talks about Bollywood industry, from where it started, and then it talks about artists as well and their role into it, how people suffer in this Bollywood industry, etc. So those topics, in order to prepare, you require 3 hours at least. Next is the Tiger King. Though it is a simple story, it has a lot of metaphor into it. Therefore, you need to prepare the Tiger King taking 2 hours in your hand. Okay, 1 hour for understanding the concept and 1 hour more for question answer practice. Let's move to the third one, Journey to the End of the Earth. This is the best topic for entire youngsters, I guess, because everybody is concerned about environment, and this is the topic which highlights the problem of our earth. So it requires 1 hour for understanding the concept and 1 hour for dealing with the question and answers. Okay, next complicated topic is the interview. It has 2 parts, 1 and 2. So you need to prepare this topic within 3 hours maximum. Next, Going Places. Going Places is a simple story, but it talks about daydreaming. Next topic is Memories of Childhood, and it has 2 parts. One is about Jit Kalasa and another one is about Bama. So you require 1.5 hours for understanding the story and 1.5 hours for understanding the question and answers, question pattern, its background and everything. Now let us move to the poetry or roadside stand. This poetry is the lengthiest one compared to other poems which are included in the English syllabus by CBSE. So you require 2 hours for getting your firm hand on this topic. Next is On the Face of It. This is the play which is very much related to inclusive education, I guess, and it requires 2 hours for understanding the play and 1 hour for preparing the question and answers. So you have to devote at least 3 hours for being confident on this topic. Next is The Enemy. The Enemy has almost 20 to 24 pages, and it talks about the responsibility of a surgeon for country and for his patient. So how he deals with this dilemma, entire thing is clearly mentioned in this topic, The Enemy. So you need to require 3 hours for getting clear concept about the matter and question answers. Next, the Rat Trap. Rat Trap, it's very easy, I guess, and apart from concept, you need to understand question and answers as well. Therefore, you need to devote almost 1 hour for the same. Especially long writing, especially long question answers. Long question answers requires a lot of vocabulary, a lot of good expressions and a lot of standard words. So in order to have all those, you need to prepare the chapter meticulously. Let's move to the next topic, that is Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, this is the best topic, I guess, for current age, because even though we have developed much, women are still being oppressed, and it's though it is a feminist poetry, it cannot be confined to only females. Therefore, what you need to do, you need to understand it from universal point of view. From all sides, you need to analyze this poetry. Let's move to the next topic, that is the third level. I guess, according to my experience, the third level and Going Places, it has somewhat similar theme into it. Okay, being in dream world, okay, imaginary world, And the same kind of chapter we have read in class 11th as well, which is adventure. So you can relate when you are writing the answers, when you can correlate the topics, then it becomes very wonderful answer. It will be very enriched and you will be fetching good marks. So you need to have a clear concept by devoting 2 hours at least for the 3rd level. Next, A Thing of Beauty. It's all about nature and it is written by John Keats. So it is all about nature, so it will be a little bit easier for you to answer the questions, because you have to praise beauty of nature. Whatever God has given, that is not going to be destroyed ever. Alright, even though it gets destroyed, it has new life into it. So the memories related to nature never fades away. Next, deep water. Deep water, it talks about hydrophobia of a young boy, and it requires almost 1 hour for concept and 1 hour for question and answers, especially long question and answers. Let's move to the next one, that is keeping quiet. Keeping quiet talks about world peace, and for that you need to devote 1 hour for poetry and 1 hour for question and answers. Especially in the poetry section, I would tell you to work on extract section. From poetry, extracts will come excessively. Next, Lost Spring. Lost Spring will require 3 hours, 1 hour for first story, 1 hour for second story, and 1 hour for question and answers. So please divide your time accordingly. Next, My Mother at 66. It requires, though it is a very short poetry, in order to understand the background of the poetess, that is Kamala Das, you need to devote a little bit much time. Okay, let's move to the last lesson. I have kept last lesson at the last because whenever we start with the revision, the last lesson comes at first. Okay, even teachers, they teach last lesson at first, and there will be excessive revision of the last lesson but not of other chapters. Therefore, Poets and the Pancakes, Interview, Journey to the End of the Earth, okay, wherever there is much matter to remember, I have included those in front. So you have to prepare all these topics meticulously from literature section. Now I'll move to the writing section. See, in writing section, the first one is notice. It is not difficult at all. Only thing is that you need to remember the format. Next, invitation. Invitation also requires 2 hours for practice. Here, when I am talking about the writing sections, you need to devote less time for understanding and more time for practice. Next, invitation. Invitation has another part, that is reply. So invitation and reply you have to understand separately. So 1 hour for understanding both the concepts and 1 hour for practice. Next, letter to the editor. Letter to the editor, it is of same marks when we compare it with job application, but the matter is more. Okay, letter to the editor will have a lot of matter, and here you have the liberty to write different views, your views on different topics. So though it gives you liberty, you have to write with standard words, standard vocabulary and standard expression. So there you should not put your foot down. Job application requires 2 hours. It has application plus biodata. Without biodata, your job application will be incomplete. So what are the things that you need to include in biodata? I'll tell you in shortcut. You will never forget that. So second last is article writing. Article writing, how to prepare it, we will discuss in another video, and report writing as well. I'll give you a frame. Okay, you just need to add the details into it, and then your report writing will be ready. You will not lose marks for these writing topics at least. Now let me tell you some strategies that you need to follow for getting above 90% in examination. There are only 4 rules for it. Let me explain it to you. Dear students, first thing that you need to remember is that say no to procrastination, because procrastination means to delay. If you delay now also, then you will be in deep water. You will be in deep trouble, because there is hardly any time for preparing entire lessons. So every day I have given the time for entire chapters. You have to devote at least that time for understanding the concept. Next, follow your routine. Whatever routine I have made, you have to follow it. A little bit of modification you might require for making your stuffs very easy. It's fine, but don't deviate from that routine. Next, write every day in good handwriting. See, whatever you know, when you write in the paper, it should be neatly mentioned. It should be neatly presented, because if you don't do that, the examiner will get the idea that you have not written properly. You don't have idea about the topic. They will not enjoy checking your paper. All right. And apart from this, it's been many days that you have not written anything in your diary except examination room. All right. At home also, you just watch YouTube videos for revision and then for understanding the concept of different topics, but you don't write. So what happens? You lose the habit of writing in the copy, and this will delay your work in the examination. So if you want to get good marks, you have to understand the concept, and all those topics should be presented in the copy in a very meticulous way. So if you do that, then only you will get 90 plus marks. If not, then whatever you have in your head, it will remain with you and it will be of no use at all. Okay, so examiner should know that you have written and your work should be highlighted. Next, sleep early. See, examination is going to be around 10 to 1 o'clock. Therefore, you have to make a habit of sleeping early. Otherwise, in the examination also you are going to sleep. Okay, so unless and until you change routine, at least for this examination, you will not be comfortable with it. Therefore, these are the things that you need to remember for overall success. Okay, it's not only for English examination, it's for all the examinations. Please follow all these things. Only 4 tips that I have mentioned, and then you see the result. Thank you so much for watching my video. Till then we meet. Take care and all the best to all my students for their examination. Thank you.